There is a new study. It says that marijuana use is at historically high levels nationwide, but here in Denver, sales actually continue to drop.
9 News reporter Evan Krugel uncovers those stats and what it can mean big picture. What's happening with this?
Yeah, big deal here. The industry, obviously only a decade old, but marijuana sales have now dropped for 3 straight years here in Denver, marking the first time that's happened since legalization. And as those numbers continue to fall, businesses are worried not just about their bottom line, but about the community impact as well. To survive in the marijuana industry, you have to keep more than just your customers a mile high.
I love that. Please have our sales be high.
Ashley Chubin and Jars Cannabis have been around since legalization, a time when their jars and registers were overflowing with green.
And it would just be packed. We would have lines out the door. People were so excited to come through. So we're just not seeing it anymore. People are spending, not as much, and they're not coming as much.
New numbers show marijuana sales in Denver dropped 14% last year, after a 22% drop the year before. Ashley blames the economy and the increase in competition nationwide, with weed now legal in 24 states.
Being able to have customers that are coming in from other states, we're really only seeing it now at 16th Street.
Ashley says a small decrease coming out of the pandemic was expected, but how far those sales will drop remains a mystery.
I think it always has to be a little bit of concern. As the industry is shifting, we really have to be prepared of what is next.
And while it's an impact on business, it also means less tax revenue for the state to put towards things like education.
And I think that's the biggest thing. When we have these decrease in sales, we can't be in the forefront of helping this community. And that's a huge thing that our money has been able to do good for.
And it's not just Denver dealing with this. Statewide numbers were down about 14% last year as well, falling to the lowest point we've seen since 2017.
It's interesting to think that usage is either static or climbing, and yet they're seeing the sales drop. Is that specific to how people are finding their marijuana?
Yeah, they view it simply as those 24 other states now where it's legal. Instead of people flying in and going to the 16th Street Mall like they used to, they're staying home and buying there. That's the big difference. One thing to note here too, pretty big impact on Denver's economy from this, about an $8 million drop in revenue. Of course, the city uses that money for things like education and infrastructure. So that's something to watch here in the years to come as well.
All right, we'll see if they get some marketing plans or get something going, right, to get the revenue increased.
Thanks, Evan.
Thanks.